It's a special experience that it's hard to put words to it, but it's a special kind of flow state that you experience when foiling. You enter this mental focus and the rest of the world kind of disappears. I think we all have a passion for learning new activities, having new experiences, and I was starting to plateau as a kiteboarder a little bit. I had kind of maxed out on what tricks I was able to do, and I wasn't learning anything new. And when I was seeing people out there wing foiling and people were talking about, how fun it was, I thought to myself, oh, you know what, I want to give this a try. And when I went up on foil in the middle of the ocean and felt the speed and the power of the ocean swell, that's when it really clicked. I was like, okay, this is totally different. I think the simplest way to look at it is it's an underwater glider.
Yeah, my name is Luke Spencer. I'm 46. I run an outdoor business. I think the sport of foiling, especially wing foiling, has become really big because of the accessibility here in the gorge. But there are a lot of different ways you can do foiling. You can do wing foiling, prone surf foiling, paddleboard foiling, like dock, start, and pump foiling. So I think one of the reasons that it's becoming so popular is all the different ways you can do it. And I do think it's probably one of the most revolutionary things to come to water sports that's happened in a long time. So I think the learning process for a lot of people, they look at it and they think it's really complicated. You have your wing, you have your board, and you have your foil, and you got to learn how to manage all those sorts of things. Like any sport, if you're committed to learning the process, it'll come to you, and it's not as difficult as people think.
I used to tell people it was like a powder day. It's still like that.
Just the feeling of being on foil is what first kind of hooked me.
I just love being able to fly above the water. There's no other sport that gives you that sensation. Mountain biking doesn't. Snowboarding can, but for a couple months out of the winter, we can do it year round.
I don't know what the biggest mountain resort is in the world, but the longest snowboarding runs are still just a few minutes long. You're going from the top all the way to the bottom in just a few minutes. Whereas I'll go out on a wing foil day, I'll be on foil nonstop without falling in for over an hour, very commonly. And there's nothing like that. That's definitely why I love the foil. It's that flow state. It's special.
One of the other things that I really love to do in foiling is jumping. The way you can fly through the air and the wind will kind of catch underneath. It's one of the coolest feelings I think that I've ever had. So safety stuff regarding foiling or like wing foiling, when I initially got into it, I was very concerned about having my foil hit me when I crashed or that kind of thing. But you learn pretty quickly how to mitigate that. I haven't had it be as big of a problem as I thought. So yeah, wear your helmet, put on a impact vest, and just be aware of your gear.
Yeah, I've been cut by foils. It's a rare experience. That potential is there.
I'm super hopeful that wing foiling is here for the long haul. It's so fun and it's so accessible that I think it has the opportunity to be here for a long time, despite the fact that there's a large number of competing disciplines that are going against it.